Vlogmas day 11. I have been getting so tripped up on the days. It is day 11. I'm filming on the 10th, obviously. We are headed to a workout class. I'm attempting to up the amount of classes I go to a week. So I've been really consistent with 2. I would like to up it to 3. I found out that one of my coworkers in Harmony teaches at the studio I go to. So I'm taking her class, which is really fun. We'll see how it goes. My shoulder's still really bothering me, so I don't think it's gonna be a very, I'm not gonna go like full out because I physically cannot. And we'll see where today takes us. It's very much a day off kind of day because I'm hoping to do a lot around the apartment. I'm feeling like I have a lot more energy today than I did yesterday. The first time I'm actually speaking to you all day, and it's like 4 or 5 o'clock. It's probably 4 o'clock. It's just dark out. I've been a busy little bee getting things slowly but surely done in the apartment. The big task that I've absolutely been putting off was changing all the batteries in our fireplace candles. The fireplace does seem like it could work. We just don't know how legal that is, and I don't want to deal with cleaning a fireplace. Like, I just don't. So we have our fake candles and we love it. It's like the cutest little thing. And then I have some mercury glass Christmas trees that go in there as well. So all of those needed fresh batteries. We also got 2 new candles to go on our sconces. Those came in today. The whole mantelscape is finally coming together and it's just so cute. I'll show you later when I turn the fireplace on. It's just so adorable. Then as you also saw, I did the kitchen, which we kind of left that part of the kitchen alone last year. So it was really nice to refresh half the candles. I didn't realize how many AA batteries we needed. And so I under ordered those, unfortunately. And then I put the garland up and I added those little bows and I just think it's so cute. Because the bows are so dark, they do kind of blend in when the lights aren't on, but when the lights are on, they pop a little bit. So I'm loving the bow. I'm loving the bow thing this year. We talked about adding bows to the Christmas tree, so we'll see. I have 2 more garlands to put up. We're getting a garland up there, and I'm gonna put a garland in my bedroom over my headboard, which will be fun. And then I just need to tidy things today. Since I'm in the mood to do it, I'm doing it. I've also been in a big reading mood today. I don't know if it's because it's a little gloomy out or because I had the headspace for it, but I read a chapter and a half of Assassin's Apprentice this morning, which you saw. Things are happening. I am coming to terms with the fact that I really like this book. It just takes me a very long time to get through it because the chapters are so long. And that's a me thing. I talked about it on my TikTok and somebody commented and was like, I feel like I'm not going to read this because you started this back in September and it's taking you a really long time to read. And I was like, that's not a reflection of the book. That's a reflection of me and where my head is at. I have so many friends that are big Robin Hobb fans and especially fans of this trilogy that I'm like, if you're a fantasy person, don't go off of just one person's experience, especially because my headspace is far from what I would consider my like baseline. So, yeah, I would not recommend listening to my personal, like, how long it took me to read this book, just what I think of it. And I think it's a really great book. It's just taking me a long time to read. And as I've been decorating, I've been listening to The Winter of the Witch, which I'm into chapter 24, 66%. I have about 4 hours left. So I probably won't finish that until tomorrow. I'm really enjoying it. There just so much happened in the last chapter I listened to, and I'm like, there's still 4 hours left. How is this gonna resolve? And I have found that I'm not always the biggest fan of the last book in a series, because I don't always find it ends like in a way I want it to, which is a personal thing for me. But sometimes I'm just left feeling a little meh by especially trilogies, like third books in a series. We'll see. I am really enjoying this. I do think I'm enjoying this book more than the second one, which I'm very happy about. So time to hop up on this ladder and get a garland up there. I already put the command strips on there because I took a break to eat. So all I have to do is hop up there and get this garland attached, and then add bows, obviously. I've added a bow here to the end and would obviously do one on the other side to be symmetrical, but I can't tell if I want to add 4 bows and do 2 in the middle somewhere, or if just the 2 is good. I really could go any which way. So I've been making these bows all day, and I'm like, hello, put it in the vlog. Put it in the vlog. Do a bow tutorial. So we're gonna do a bow tutorial. I love tying bows. It's one of my favorite things I know how to do. And I tie them pretty much the same way, no matter the style of ribbon I'm using. And depending on the type of ribbon, and even the length, they can be more floppy, more sturdy. Little guy who is very firm and structured is the exact same ribbon as that guy up there, which if you've seen the previous vlogs, very floppy, not too much structure to him. So I ended up taking this off of the garland in the living room, and it's going to go in my bedroom garland because we're going to do more floppy bows throughout the living room. So I've cut a pretty long piece of ribbon to do this. Those were a little bit shorter. Don't ask me how long. I measure with my heart. And then I will take it and droop it in the center. So there are 2 handholds, and I want it to be as even as possible. So I'll swish it around, figure out the right distribution so that it is an even swoosh and an even amount of tail. And then I cross right over left and bring the right around the back. You probably could do it with the left. I think it's because I'm a righty that I do it that way. So if I'm looking at the bow, right, I cross the right over the left, and then I pull that through the back and through the bottom hole of the bow. And then I've got the 2, and I pull it, and then I swish it around so that the tails are on the bottom. And then, because I don't want this, I want it velvet in the center, very carefully, before you start really nudging, flip this around. And all of this just takes finessing. Like I'll loosen and tighten the bow sort of as many times as it takes to get the look exactly right. And then whichever side ends up with the velvet tails in the front, that's the front. And then I just sort of pull it around until it's exactly how I want it. And because this is kind of because of the lining on the back of the velvet, it has a lot of structure to it, even in its floppy state. So it makes it really easy to maneuver like this. Then you basically have the bow, right? And for this garland, I'm liking getting the bow a little bit looser and then feeding part of the garland in the back and then tightening the bow on the garland. Not a chatty vlog at all. I was thinking today, I never thought that I would get really comfortable with short form content when I really started paying attention to my TikTok, and starting doing this Vlogmas for my YouTube channel really reminds me that I am so used to filming for short form, because on my TikTok vlogs, I don't normally talk to the camera. I film all my stuff through the day, and then in editing I do a voiceover, especially as I'm watching other Vlogmas videos, and comparison is the thief of joy, I get it, but I'm just like, oh my gosh, am I doing it wrong? Do I have a place here? I mean, I know I'm not a vlogger. Like, I've never been great at vlogs. Even on my TikTok, my vlogs are not, they're few and far between. I don't know, it's just me. I mean, we still got a couple weeks left together, but maybe that's fine. Maybe it's fine to have a vlog here and there where I just come on to say, hey, I'm still here. But like, I was just so in the zone today, decorating. It was great. So yeah, I have no idea what this week is gonna bring. We're gonna take it day by day, because I'm back at Harmony training on a new dressing track. And maybe I'll take some time this week to really talk about my job and specifically swinging, because I know I said, and it must have been day 1 or 2, I really like to keep work separate. I really mean that I'm not going to bring the vlogs into work. I'm happy to talk about my job and what I do, what I did in school for it, and all that kind of stuff. So if you're interested in the backstage life of theater and have questions or are just curious, leave me some comments, leave me some questions. I've like settled into chill mode, so my tongue has decided it's not working. That's what just happened. I think that could be fun because I do get questions here and there as I'm posting on social media that I work on Broadway. So if there's anything in particular you want to know about, let me know. I just won't be taking you inside the theater and things like that. And I'll keep, like, I probably won't talk about the show, and more so about the job in a general kind of sense. So yeah, that is gonna be the majority of this week, but I only have 1 2-show day. So we will see where else this week takes us. I can tell you it's going to be a lot of cleaning and finishing Christmas decorating. I think the lights are coming for the tree on Tuesday. I'm planning on gift wrapping, writing cards, all that kind of stuff this week. And then my birthday party is next weekend. So I want to make sure that the apartment is well and prepped for that in advance. So I'll be heavily doing all the deep cleaning stuff early in the week because I have made the mistake before of deep cleaning the day before and the morning of, and I don't want to do that. I just want to relax the day of the party and put things together. So that's gonna be it for the vlog, so I will see you in the next one. Good night.